Those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Jasleen. I'm a stay-at-home wife, but I don't cook or clean because I don't feel like it. And my husband is a full-time stand-up comedian, and he buys me lots of nice things.
Somebody please save Akaash because he is getting so much smoke from the internet as of late. And this is where I have a different opinion compared to other people. It is not my business what you choose to do with your sexual lives, but when you do not know where to draw the line, you risk ruining everything that you have built together.
I said for every carat that your wedding ring is, a husband should be able to tell his wife to shut the fuck up once a year. So, a 2-carat ring, I get a biannual shut the fuck up. She agreed to this. How big is your ring? I feel like a colored stone should get you more. There should be a bonus, like an accelerator on the shut the fuck up. I think it's worth another 4 shut the fuck ups because it's part 2.
You know what my fucking husband just tried to do to me?
Yeah.
We're leaving. Shut up. We're leaving in Paris. Oh, I'll put them in the drawers.
There we go. Look at that. Solutions. Putting a full walk-in closet.
Shut up.
Now, if you do not know, Akaash is a comedian, and this is one of the issues that I have with comedy as a whole. Comedy likes to stretch the boundaries on what can be made funny and what can't. And when you have no line on what you would not cross, there is no surprise to me as to why you would make fun of each other, your husband, your wife, on marriage topics when there are some things that should never be joked about.
This is a sickness, but I enjoy it.
What is crazy to me is that somebody is willing to make jokes. Whether it's true, whether it's false, I do not know. Somebody is willing to make jokes about their spouse and put another person that is clearly not their husband above their husband in a way to get views, in a way to get money, in a way to get attention. But knowing that not all attention is good attention. There's some attention that you should not want for yourself, especially when you're trying to build your platform on who you are.
I'm actively trying to have an orgy and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see him. His body goes crazy. His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband. I just know that Nav's dick is like at least 10 inches. Okay, I have 2 butthole stories. So one time I met this guy on Tinder and I made the dumb mistake of letting him sleep over, like not really wanting to fucking hook up. And I like woke up in the morning and like my asshole was a little sore. Oh my God.
Do I believe that most of the things that are said are for jokes? Yes. And do I believe that most of the things that are said, we do not have the full context, so because of that I will not speak about it? Of course, is yes. But there are also some things that should never be said on the internet, no matter how funny you think it is, because words have meaning. Words don't understand when you're joking. Words don't understand when you are playing. You know that words can be taken each every way they want, and it's your fault for using such words loosely.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
If I'm trying to remember, there's this Bible verse that says the love of money is the root of all evil. And this is what it means. How much money do you need that you're willing to make fun of your spouse? How much money do you need that you're willing to make fun of your partner? All because you gained a couple thousands of followers does not mean that you gained it the right way. And it does not also mean that these people want to stay with you for the right reasons, because how you got them is what you're going to do to keep them.
Fuck.
This comment says, have you ever thought it could be more of a marketing tool to get more views for his comedy? Reason they say there is no such thing as bad publicity in the industry. But that's the problem. This is bad publicity because people do not like you. And if you're not liked, you will not get money. Marriage is one of those things that I do not think, whether you're being funny or not, should be joked about. You do not make sexual jokes concerning your friend and their husband, because everything that became serious was once teased as a joke.
Damn. I'm sorry.
And when you keep reinforcing the same narrative simply because you're trying to get attention, and by the way, the wrong attention, you would be surprised when your marriage is on the decline because you sold it for money. You sold it for the wrong type of attention. What you're promoting is not good, and there should be no reason as to why you should be promoting seeing another man's genitals except for your husband simply because you're trying to get some views and some attention on your platform. Now, I hear a lot of people calling for their divorce, and what strikes me about this couple is that they would rather stay in their marriage even though it's not working out, but give off their appearance that is working as long as they're married, than to get divorced and let people have the last laughs, because we know how much pride and ego means to a lot of people.
What kind of porn do you watch when you use a vibrator?
Okay, not gonna lie, I don't watch porn while using a vibrator. What? I just think my imagination is vibration enough. What? I just think of like my own husband while I'm like doing it.
Wait, that's kind of baller, but I could never do that.
Yeah.
Wait for a second, I gotta ask a question. Have y'all subscribed to this channel yet? I know you are enjoying this video, so make sure you subscribe so we can fly. Back to the video.
Husband split finances.
We don't. If you want to work, all for that. But like any man that doesn't want to have a joint bank account or isn't being transparent with his account, that's a fucking red flag. His money is our money and my money is my money. This is not a two-way street. This is a one-way street. His money is our money and my money is my money. And look, have I only made $600 from content creating?
Wow, I went up $100 from last week.
But that's my money.
And if they don't get divorced, and I hope that they do not, it's going to be a long bumpy road, because you can see that there's a divide and it always has to do with money. And when money is the problem, because everything that they complain about on TikTok is money. Anything that the wife is making jokes about or complaining about is either relates to money or some sexual related joke. This gives off entitlement, because as somebody that has had a full-time regular job and values people's hard work, you should never feel entitled to somebody's money simply because you're a woman. Everybody should value every other person's hard work. Now, this comes off spoiled and entitled, and nobody likes a spoiled and entitled person. If she worked in her life, she either worked because she just wanted to have money to spend on the wrong things, she worked for the wrong reasons, or she was probably taken care of most of the time throughout her life, and the people that were responsible over her never taught her the importance of valuing somebody's efforts when it comes to making money and providing something for you.
I never watched that show, but like he's on my hall pass list.
Oh, yeah.
Chase Crawford, Jacob Elordi, Austin Butler, and who else?
But the person that's to blame in all of this is, of course, Akaash, because he's the husband and he chose to marry her despite all these things. Now, am I surprised that he thinks like this too? Of course. That's why they married in the first place. But we all know that the highest and possible reason for divorce or marriage is not working out is finances. And this doesn't always mean lack of resources. It can mean that two people don't come to agreement when it comes to how these resources should be spent, or it can just have to do with being generous with one another, because being generous in one way would never make up for the lack of generosity the other way. And there is no such thing as replacing finances with emotions. As long as you make money and as long as you're married, both of you become one and both of you share everything, including the bad things and the good things. This is embarrassing for Akaash. She also said your money is our money and my money is my money. And I normally hear girls say this a lot, especially when they're trying to be funny, but we all know that things like this changes, especially you realize what is more important and when you really value the person that you're with and how they make their money. His and my money is our money. Thank you, at least somebody gets it. It looks like money is very important in a lot of people's lives, as it should be. And we all know that she obviously doesn't view it that way, because that's something that she's very strong-minded about, and as from a cautious point of view, is something that he has expressed. Now, is this a problem? Maybe they don't see it as a problem, but not everybody is a rich millionaire like Akaash. So you take what you will, and you take what you can do with what you have been given, but do not let somebody else's entitlement be your own downfall. Let me know your opinions in the comment section. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share.